Greetings. I'm Alberta Farnsworth, Conference Lay Leader for the Desert Southwest Conference. My pronouns are she and her. If you're watching this video, you've probably been elected by your church to be a lay member to annual conference this year. We laity make up half of the voting members of our annual conference as we work together planning We Are the Church Together. I encourage you to read Acts 2, 42 through 47, and Ephesians 4, 11 through 16 before you come. These two passages are central to our theme of being a healthy church in a healthy world. You'll find lots of information on the website dscumc.org. When you land on the homepage, you will find a purple shortcut button labeled Annual Conference, which will take you to a page with lots of important information, including a basic agenda. The agenda is a live document, and details will be added as they become available, even during the conference itself. If this is your first time attending an annual conference, I would especially like to welcome you. And even if you have attended before, it is important that you understand that you've been elected as a member, not a delegate. The difference may not seem important to you most of the time, but the word delegate implies that you were chosen to represent the views of the body that voted for you. However, lay members are called to bring their own perspectives and to vote according to their conscience. You have been entrusted to prayerfully discern what best supports both the ministry of your local church and the broader mission of the annual conference. You are a lay member of the annual conference for the entire year for which you have been elected, not just for the week of the meeting. You are the link between the annual conference and your local church, and as such, you have a responsibility to report back to the church on the actions of the annual conference as soon as possible after the close of the conference. When you return to your church, you should be prepared to give a report to the congregation. You can confer with your clergy about how that will look. Perhaps you will report to the governing body, which goes by different names, such as Covenant Council or Administrative Board. Or you may be asked to speak during a service to the entire congregation. You might be asked to write an article for the newsletter or to talk to a fellowship group, telling about the voting process and what decisions were made that affect everyone, as well as the worship services and the networking time you spent, are all important items to share. This reporting back makes the connectional system more real to those who are not totally familiar with it and reminds us why we are called Methodists. As the lay member, you are the builder of the connection between the congregation and all other United Methodist churches. As a connectional church, we are connected to others around the world as well as in our own communities. John Wesley said, "Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, as long as ever you can." John Wesley depended on the laity as the Methodist movement grew and became a new denomination. He himself was an ordained priest in the Church of England and had the goal of reforming the church. In the Americas, it became essential that laity be the ones responsible for the everyday affairs of the church. The few clergy were each responsible for multiple charges and were expected to lead the Eucharist and celebrate baptisms at each of their charges. This meant they needed to travel from one to another. We've gotten away from that model, but are now finding ourselves in the situation, once again, where many clergy are responsible for more than one congregation. Each congregation finds itself depending more on members to hold down the fort. Our laity session this year will be the very first thing at annual conference, Thursday morning, 10 o'clock at Lakeview UMC. Be ready to brainstorm, share your ideas, and go home with new ideas to share with your congregation. Monitoring is done at annual conference with the overarching goal of eradicating discrimination in any form. If you would like to help with monitoring at this year's annual conference, online training will be held in late May. This training will help prepare monitors for this important and sacred work. To learn more about monitoring or the work of COSRO, please contact the chairperson, Reverend Sylvia Harris, at sylviaharris@dscumc.net. An important vote this year will be for delegates to General Conference 2028. ResourceUMC.org has lots of general information for lay members, and you can always contact me if you have questions. I can't guarantee I can answer them, but I usually can figure out where you can get an answer. Information specific to Desert Southwest Conference is available at dscumc.org. I look forward to seeing you at Lakeview UMC in June.